Good morning student. I am Purnima and I welcome you to my class of English. Today I am going to revise the lesson children. I am going to revise the poem on killing a tree. So is children, the poet is Giv Patel. Okay, Giv Patel. So the poet is Giv Patel. Now so first of all, I will be telling you something about the poet, and then I will be telling you the central idea and the background of the poem. So first of all, I will be telling you about Giv Patel. Giv Patel is a famous Indian poet and he is a playwright also. Patel is also practicing doctor, so he is a doctor also. He was born in Mumbai in 1940. He completed all his education from Mumbai. His first collection of poetry was entitled Poem and was launched by Nazim Ezekiel in 1966. How Do You Withstand? Body and Mirroring are some of his famous collection. He has also written some famous play like Prince, Savaska and Mr. Behraman. He conducted a poetry workshop in Rishi Valley School for more than a decade. He also edited a collection of poetry which was published in 2006. So this is all about a poet, Giv Patel, who has written this poem on killing a tree. On killing a tree. So first of all, I will be telling you about the main points of the poem. Okay, so what are the main points of the poem here? The main points of the poem is a tree takes a long time for growth. After the years of struggle, the tree rises out of the earth and brings leaves. The well-grown up tree cannot be cut by the simple jab of knife. The trees are cut roughly by striking heavy blows. The poet compares trees with a human body. The tremendous effort is required to uproot a tree. When a tree is uprooted, its life drains away, it goes limp and finally meets to an end. So now children, I will be telling about what the poet is really wanted to write about. So in this poem, there is a beautiful ironic statement written by the poem about killing a tree. Actually, he means its opposite. He taunts how trees are being killed, but they must not. So children, he is telling about that how trees are being killed, but actually he doesn't want that a person should kill tree. He further says that a tree is hard to kill with a knife. So he is telling that it is very difficult to kill the tree with a knife. The tree takes years to grow from the earth. He says that to kill a tree, its root must be pulled out entirely from the soil. This poem also conveys a message that the trees are our lifelines, so they must not be killed. He instructed how a tree is killed. He gives out the message that trees are very useful to us, that it is a very pious and it's like a human being. He conveys that a tree is very deep rooted and cannot be wiped out easily. It indicates and compares it with the evil which cannot be uprooted so easily without changing the environment. So children, he is comparing the tree with the evil deed, that even the evil things cannot be uprooted from the environment. Just like a tree, it is very difficult to cut the tree. Until and unless it is uprooted, we cannot kill a tree. Now, so he conveys that the tree is very deep rooted and cannot be wiped out easily. He indicates and compares it with the evil, which is also very deep rooted. in the surroundings and cannot be uprooted so easily without changing the environment. So children, the poet considered the tree is a living organism. Of course children, we know that tree is a living organism, and here the poet is also considering the same thing. According to the poet, it has also got the right to live like we human being. The tree is like any other creature, but the man is killing it with utmost cruelty and without thinking that what would happen to the environment as well as of him without tree. We all know that trees are very useful to us in all the aspects. It's good for fruits, vegetables, woods. Our doors and window are made, and our house is protected just because of wood of the trees, paper, rubber. So many medicines we are getting from the trees. Then we are getting the shade of a tree. The woods are used as a fuel of the tree. So we know, but then also the human being is cutting the tree in a very cruel manner. This poem indirectly gives out a strong idea that trees are lifeline, so they must not be killed. So here actually children, this is the irony. The poet at the same time he is telling that we must cut a tree, but at the same time he doesn't want that we should cut the tree. The poet instructs how a tree is killed, but actually he means its opposite. It implies that a person shall be a murderer if he kills in this way. So he is telling that the person who kills a tree should be considered as a murderer. Okay. He says that a knife will not do any harm. If you will jab the knife, if you will stab the knife, the tree would not die. It will not do any harm to a tree. Okay. At last, poet conveys that if the tree is killed, it must be uprooted completely. So if you want to take the life of a tree, it must be uprooted completely. On stating this, the poet taunts the people who are cutting trees. The message in the end is that trees are something pious. Children, what is the meaning of pious? That's something very auspicious, and like human being, they are very, we should not kill them. They are precious, so they must not be cut. They are useful in all the aspects. They are very much valuable to us. They should not be cut. The poet also conveys that the tree is deep-rooted and cannot be removed easily. He compared it with the evil which he thinks are deep-rooted and cannot be removed easily. Okay, answer: when a tree is uprooted, its life drains away, it goes limp, and finally it meets in end. So these are the main background of the poem. Now children, I will be describing the poem. I will be explaining the poem with a new word. It takes much time to kill a tree. I will read the first stanza of the poem. It takes much time to kill a tree. Not a simple jab of the knife will do it. It has grown, slowly consuming the earth, rising out of it, feeding upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air, water, and out of its leprous hide, sprouting leaf. So children, there are many new words are there, and we will be writing the meaning of the new word. So first word meaning is jab. What is the meaning of jab? To hit forcefully. Okay, to hit something forcefully. Like children, the trees are jabbed with the knife. Okay, then consuming, that means using or taking in. Crust. Crust is upper layer of the earth. leprous, affected with leprosy. Hide, hide means out of view. Sprout, to produce leaves. Sprout is to produce leaves. Sprout. Sprout is to produce leaf. Sprout means sprout means to produce leaves. So children, it takes much time to kill a time. It is not easy to kill a tree. It takes a lot of time to kill a tree. Not a simple jab of the knife. Even if you will hit forcefully with the knife, the tree we will not be able to cut the tree. So children, even if we will hit hard the trees, we won't be able to cut the tree. Jab. What is the meaning of jab? Jab is to hit forcefully. So if we will hit forcefully the trees with a knife, we won't be able to cut it. Will do it. It has grown, slowly consuming the earth. And children, it is growing slowly. It is taking a nutritious things from the earth, and slowly it is growing, rising out of it, feeding upon its crust. It is rising, it is moving up, and it is something feeling upon its crust. Crust is the upper layer of the earth, so it is we can feel the tree on the upper layer of the earth. Absorb, absorbing years of sunlight. And children, when the tree grows, it absorbs years of sunlight, air, okay, water, and and it children, then it produces leaf. So what does the tree absorb, student? It absorbs sunlight, air, and water. And then what does it consume? It consumes the earth. And children, it takes a very long time to kill a tree. The height of the tree has been called leprous because of its ugly and diseased appearance. Okay, now children, we will do stanza 2. So hack and chop, but this alone won't do it. Not so much pain will do it. The bleeding bark will head, and from close to the ground will rise curled green twigs. Maintain boughs, which is unchecked, will expand again, which if unchecked will expand again. Okay, so children, I am going to write the new words here. Hack means to cut, and chop means cut into pieces. Hack and chop. Hack means to cut, and chop it is to cut into pieces. Okay, hack and chop, to cut and chop into pieces. Then bleed. Bleed means blood will come out. Bark. Bark is not the dog bark. Bark is the hard covering of the tree. Okay. So this is the meaning of bark, hard covering of the tree. Then heal, to become well again. Expand, to increase in size. heel, expand, to increase in size, to increase in size. Then former size is the size which was earlier. So hack and chop, but this alone won't do it. Now children, the writer actually he doesn't want that the tree should be chopped and it should be killed, but then he is telling the way that how the tree we should cut the tree. So it should be hacked and chopped, but this alone won't do it. That means you have to cut the tree and then finally you have to chop it. That means you have to cut into pieces that tree. Then also the tree will not die. Not so much pain will do it. And children, that pain will not be enough to kill a tree. Even if you will cut it into pieces, if you will chop it, the pain which the tree will feel like human being, that pain is not enough to kill it, because the trees are very strong with a lot of strength in it. Not so much pain will do it. The bleeding bark will heal. Children, the bark is the outer portion, the hard portion of the tree that is bleeding. As soon as you children put the axe on it, you will jab it with a knife, the bark of the tree will be bleeding, but then it will heal. And from close to the ground, and from the close is near, and from near to the ground will rise curled green twig, will rise curled. Okay, and children, even if you will chop it into pieces, what you will see, it is curled into green twigs. Miniature bow, small bow will be coming out from the tree, which if unchecked will expand again, and if you will uncheck it, it will expand again to former size. It will grow into the former size. Now the root, now children, we are doing the third paragraph, and what alone will not be sufficient to kill a tree. Hacking and chopping, the writer tells us hacking and chopping alone is not sufficient to kill a tree, because the tree will expand again, and bleeding bark of the tree will not heal, and children, curled green twigs will arise from close to the ground. Now children, we are going to do the third stanza. In third stanza, the writer is telling more about how to cut the tree. The root is to be pulled out of the anchoring earth. It is to be roped, tied and pulled out, snapped out or pulled out entirely out from the earth cave, and the strength of the tree expand. Expose the source white and wet, the most sensitive, hidden for years inside the earth. So now children, I will be writing the new words, and then I will be doing the explanation of this passage, stanza also. So our first word is pull, to take out, and anchor is to hold. Anchor is to hold. Then rope is to tie. Okay, entirely is completely. Here rope means to tie. And then what is the other word? Entirely is completely. Expose is to disclose. these are some of the word meaning. All right. So no root is to be pulled out. Children, you have to, the root is to be pulled out of the anchoring earth. Children, the earth has hold the root till now, and because of that root, the tree is there on the earth, the upper layer of the earth, it is holding the tree. So that root should be pulled out completely if you want to kill a tree. It is to be roped, tied and pulled out. And how that would be done? You cannot uproot the tree like that. It needs a lot of strength. Sometimes children, we have to call the bulldozer also. So, or the crane also to pull the tree. So first it has to be roped. It has to tie it up with a rope. Then it has to be pulled out and snapped out. What is the meaning of snap? Pulled from the earth. So it has to be snapped out or pulled out entirely. The whole portion, not even a single root should be there on the earth. The whole root should be uprooted. It should be pulled out with the help of the rope. Out from the earth, cave. Now children, till now the earth is here, here like a cave. Like children, the animals, they hide in the cave. Similarly, the root of the tree is also there in the earth cave, and that has to be roped and pulled out with a lot of force. That has to be pulled out with lot of force. Then only the roots will come out. Well, and the strength of the tree exposed, the source wide and wet, the most sensitive hidden. And children, then the tree will be bleeding. Okay, the stem is white when you will chop the tree, and when you will pull out the tree from the underground. Okay, the white and wet, the whole portion of the tree, you can see the stem will be wet, liquid will be there. People think that it is a blood. It is the blood of the tree. It is not red of color, it is white of color. And the most sensitive hidden for years inside the tree. This is the most sensitive part of the tree, and it has been hiding the tree. It has been hiding in the earth from the day the tree was born. That thing you have to pull out. That earth anchors the root in its soils, and it balances the tree. That root you have to pull out to kill the tree entirely. Okay, so it is in this stanza the poet has described only the how you should kill the tree. If you will cut, it will not die. If you will jab it with the knife, it will not die. Only thing you have to, it has to be roped, and it has to be uprooted. The whole portion of the root of the tree should come out. Then only the tree will die. Now the fourth stanza. I am going to read the fourth stanza. Then the matter of scorching and choking in sun and air, browning, hardening, twisting, withering, and then it is done. Okay, so now some of the new words I would like to write it here, and you can note it down. So children, matter is situation here. Stanza 4, the word meaning, matter is situation. Matter is situation here. Okay. Then scorching, to burn slightly. To burn slightly. Then choking, block the breath. Children, to block the breath of the tree. Hardening, to become hard. Twisting is turn. Twisting is to turn, and hardening is to children breathe hard, to become hard, and then wither, to become weak. Wither is to become weak. Okay. Not only that, children, still the life of the tree will be there. If though it will be die 98%, still some life of the tree will be there. So children, you have to pull the tree, and you have to keep in somewhere, then it would be scorched. That means the sunlight would burn and it would become dry and choking, and then the tree will not be able to take its breathe. Brown and hardening, then the tree will become much harder and the color will turn from green to brown color. Twisting, the tree will be, children, turning the branches, and the leaf will be turning and withering. Okay, and then it is done. And finally, children, in this way the tree is dried. Okay, so this is the process that ultimately lead to the death of the tree. So what is the process? What we have to do after uprooting the tree? It should be kept for scorching, choking, hardening, twisting, and withering. These are 5 ways, are some of the process that lead to the death of a tree completely. Okay, and then after withering, children, after this process, the tree dies completely. Now the thing is that, children, we kill the tree. Okay, and we, though the poet again he is using irony. What is an irony? Irony is a process where there is a comment. The poet doesn't want that the tree should die. At the same time, children, he is telling us about how we should kill a tree, but in reality he did not want that the tree should die. He did not want at any cost that we should kill the tree. Okay, so he is telling, and he had already told you, children, various ways how to kill the tree. Okay, and then question answer is there. We can discuss the question answer in the online class. We have finished the poem. Some example, this one, some important question answer I can discuss as what is the most important thing to do while killing a tree. So you have to write all the process. Okay, withering, scorching, and all that you have to write it. Then how does the sun and the air contribute in the killing of tree? The sun and the air harder make the tree harden and wither the exposed root of the tree and kill it. Okay, they are the 2 essential elements that help in the growth of a tree. Left to themselves, they will never kill a tree, but if the roots are exposed and kept in the sun and air, the tree will wither away and it will die soon. Okay, then children, the process, the various process how to kill the tree. The roots are the most sensitive parts hidden in the earth. For years the tree gets air and water through them. And children, not only after uprooting, we have to go through scorching and choking in the sun and air, browning, hardening, twisting, and withering. These are the process to kill the tree. Okay, so in this way, the poet, he did not want that he should kill the tree. Okay, but in fact he has, in reality he is telling that how we should kill a tree, but in reality he did not want that the tree should be killed by human being. Okay, now if you have to write the critical appreciation of the poem on killing a tree, the poem itself is modeled as a plant growing from the seed. The first line states it takes much time to kill a tree. Then the process of growth of the tree is described. It is presumed that the tree has grown from its seed. Then children, you have to all write the summary of the whole poem. and at the same time you have to describe that seed develops the root works its way through the rocks and stone of the soil, and then the tree grows slowly by feeding upon the earth crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air and water. And the survival of the tree takes a long time, and it is very easy to kill a tree, but it is very difficult to grow the plant into a tree. Okay, and nobody will appreciate if we will kill a tree. So finally children, this is the end of the poem. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.